Be ready 5 seconds.
Natural disasters are events that cause great damage to life, property, and the environment. These disasters can happen suddenly and affect millions of people. India is a large country with different types of land, weather, and climate, which makes it prone to many natural disasters. Some of the most common disasters in India include floods, earthquakes, cyclones, droughts, and landslides. These disasters cause loss of human and animal lives, destroy houses, damage crops, and affect the economy. Although natural disasters cannot be stopped, their impact can be reduced by taking preventive measures and preparing for them in advance. Floods are one of the most common natural disasters in India. They occur when there is too much rainfall, causing rivers and lakes to overflow. Sometimes floods are also caused by the sudden release of water from dams. Many cities and villages get submerged in water, leading to loss of lives, destruction of houses, and damage to roads and bridges. Floods also bring diseases as dirty water spreads infections. To reduce the impact of floods, the government has built dams and embankments to control water flow. Warning systems have been set up to inform people in advance so that they can move to safer places. Earthquakes are another serious natural disaster that affects different parts of India. An earthquake happens when there is a sudden movement in the Earth's crust. This movement releases energy in the form of shaking, which can be very strong and cause buildings to collapse. Some areas in India, such as Gujarat and the northeastern states, are more prone to earthquakes. Major earthquakes in the past, such as the Gujarat earthquake in 2001, have caused great destruction. To reduce the damage caused by earthquakes, buildings should be designed to withstand strong shaking. People should be educated on safety measures such as taking cover under strong furniture or standing in doorways during an earthquake. Early warning systems should be improved so that people get time to evacuate. Cyclones can destroy houses, uproot trees, damage power lines, and flood entire villages. They also cause sea waves to rise, which leads to coastal flooding. In recent years, the government has set up early warning systems to alert people before a cyclone arrives. Cyclone shelters have been built in coastal areas where people can take refuge. Planting more trees along coastlines also helps reduce the impact of strong winds. Fishermen are warned in advance to avoid going to sea when a cyclone is approaching. Droughts occur when there is very little or no rainfall for a long time. This leads to a shortage of water for drinking, farming, and daily use. Many states in India face droughts frequently. When there is no water, crops fail and farmers suffer huge losses. People and animals struggle to get enough drinking water. To prevent droughts, rainwater harvesting should be encouraged so that water can be stored for future use. More trees should be planted to attract rainfall and prevent soil from drying up. Farmers should use modern irrigation techniques like drip irrigation, which saves water. Water conservation should be practiced by everyone to avoid wastage. Landslides are another major natural disaster that occurs mostly in hilly regions. A landslide happens when rocks and soil slide down a mountain or hill due to heavy rain, earthquakes, or construction activities. One of the worst cases of land sinking happened in Uttarakhand, where the ground started cracking due to excessive construction and environmental damage. Landslides block roads, destroy houses, and make travel difficult. To reduce landslides, trees should not be cut down on hillsides as their roots help hold the soil together. Construction in hilly areas should be controlled and proper drainage systems should be built to prevent water from loosening the soil. Tsunamis are giant sea waves caused by underwater earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. They can hit coastal areas suddenly and wash away everything in their path. The 2004 tsunami in the Indian Ocean caused huge destruction in coastal areas of India. Thousands of people lost their lives and entire villages were wiped out. To reduce the impact of tsunamis, early warning systems have been installed along coastal regions. People living near the sea should be trained on what to do in case of a tsunami warning. Coastal forests and mangroves should be protected as they act as natural barriers against strong waves. Forest fires are another natural disaster that affects India. Fires spread quickly in dry forests, destroying trees, killing wildlife, and polluting the air. Many times, forest fires are caused by human activities, such as throwing burning cigarettes or leaving campfires unattended. Strong winds make the fires spread faster. To prevent forest fires, people should be careful when lighting fires in forests. Fire watch towers and satellite monitoring systems should be used to detect fires early and stop them before they spread.